A very good morning to you, and welcome to my thought for the day. How nice to have your company again this morning. I am looking still, well, we will be for a few weeks, I think, picking out snippets from Proverbs, wise sayings that Solomon and other people wrote down, because everything in the scriptures is written for our learning, for our understanding. I am jumping over a couple of verses in Proverbs 3, 11 and 12, which talk about God using his wisdom to discipline us, and that we shouldn't be afraid of it, that we should welcome it, because the Lord only disciplines those he loves. Well, I'll leave that with you. I talked about that before when we were looking at Hebrews. But I'm looking at the verse that says, well, it's two or three verses. It's from verse 21 of chapter 3. It says, "My son," and I think he means my daughter as well, "my children, keep sound wisdom and discretion. Let them not escape from your sight, and they will be life for your soul and adornment for your neck. Then you will walk on your way securely, and your foot will not stumble. If you sit down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet." And that's a lot. I think when things are difficult, the worst time is night time when we're in bed. If you've got something looming ahead of you that you know is coming, quite often it's hard to sleep. And even if you sleep, you dream about the thing that is coming up, because even though you don't feel anxious about it, somewhere there's worry going on, there's anxiety. Because of course everything that we've never experienced before does give us a little bit of trepidation. Naturally enough, if you're approaching something that you've never experienced, you're going to be a bit nervous, or maybe you're excited, or someone's coming to visit, or I don't know. And the thing that is most disturbed is your sleep at night. Of course, we really do need to sleep well. And this is a lovely promise that if we keep sound wisdom and discretion, if we're following the Lord's ways, if we're trusting in the Lord as we've thought about, and not leaning on our own understanding, then we're much less likely to have that awful experience that we often have when thoughts about a thing go round and round and round our head. Or maybe something has happened, like happened to me not so long ago when I was scammed. Somebody scammed me using my daughter's Facebook page on Messenger. And I hope those of you who don't know anything about the internet, don't worry about it. But if you do, Messenger is the where you can talk if you use Facebook. And somebody pretended to be my daughter and conned me out of nearly £900. And for a couple of nights, it just went round and round and round my head. I felt so foolish, so stupid. The sequence of events went round and round my head. And I did get it sorted out. Don't worry, I got it sorted out. I contacted the bank. The bank sorted out and put the money back for me, which was wonderful. I don't know what happened to the people who tried to take money from me. But when you do something and you find that you've made a terrible mistake, then thoughts can, your mind races, and you go, even when you're trying not to think about it, you go over and over and over it in your mind. Well, this is a wonderful thought, that when we're following the Lord, when we're fully trusting in him, and I'm not sure we'll ever reach that, but the ideal is that when we lie down in bed, we're not troubled with restless mind, restless thoughts, and regrets and things, because we can trust God to work it out for us. So Jesus tells us that we should control our thoughts, that sin starts in our thinking processes, and Paul encourages us to take every thought captive to the cross of Christ. And that is a training thing, that is a discipline thing, where we train our minds so that we can control the wayward thoughts that we have that trouble us on our bed at night. So that's an interesting thought to take with you today and to meditate on. How much control do you have of your thoughts, especially at night when you're in bed? Do they just go round and round your head and you can't stop thinking about something? If that happens to you, then this is something to reach out to God about and to ask him to help you to bring every thought captive to the cross of Christ and to live in a more trustworthy way, a trusting way, so that those thoughts do not trouble you and torment you. They can be a torment, can't they? And God doesn't want us to live like that. He wants us to go to bed and sleep sweetly. There's a verse in the Psalm that says, he giveth his beloved sleep. And he has designed us to need to sleep at night, and he gives it to us as a gift. And if you can't sleep, he's the one to go to ask him to help you to sleep better at night and help you to train your mind. So, a lot of thinking to do today about thinking. And I'll see you again tomorrow. God bless you. Bye-bye.